So we're going to start with our adjudicate awards like we do. Then we'll go on to our top 10 soloists and also our top in the duo trios as well. And, this is probably the last time, the last nationals that some of these seniors have, and the last time they've done their solos and duo trios. So let's really give a huge round of applause for all their accomplishments they made up to this point. Some of them are moving on and graduating, so I'm going to turn it over to Danny, and we'll go on from there.
All right, we're starting with adjudicated awards with 1413 from Dance Studio. Luciana with The Fog receives a gold. 1415 from Center Stage Dance Studio. Joseph and Love Runs Out receives a judge's pick. 1416 from Denise Wall, Dance Energy. Rebecca, My Kind of Bebop, receives a high gold. 1417 from Studio J, Veronica with Deteriorating receives a gold. 1418 from Encore Performance Company, Taylor and Flames receives a gold. 1419 from Creative Edge Dance Center, Victoria with Running receives a gold. 1420 from Stars Dance Studio, Michaela and the Greatest Bastard receives a high gold. 1421 from Prepatech Dance Team, Laura with What If Money Were No Object receives a gold. 1422 from Dance Studio, Sarah with Hide and Seek receives a high gold. 1423 from Center Stage Dance Studio, Megan in Backyard receives a high gold. 1424 from Denise Wall, Dance Energy, Elena with Baby Just Come Home receives a high gold. 1425 from Summit Dance Shop, Isabella and Roses receives a high gold. 1426 from Company C Dance Club, Lexi and Ain't No Sunshine receives a high gold. 1427 from Central Florida Dance Center, Emma with Nothing But Dust receives a high gold. 1428 from the Dance Center, Madeline and The End receives a high gold. 1429 from Columbia City Jazz, Sydney with Composure receives the judge's pick. 1430 from Denise Wall, Dance Energy, Jasmine and Tell Me More and More receives a high gold. 1431 from Prepatech Dance Team, Dania with Hunter receives a gold. 1432 from Stars Dance Studio, Kathleen and Dancing receives a gold. 1433 from Warehouse Dance Complex, Daniel, Are You There? A high gold. 1434 from Studio J, Cheyenne and I Found receives a gold. 1435 from Denise Wall, Dance Energy, Jordan, I Never Loved a Man receives a high gold. Number 1436 from Dance Studio, Marty Paz with Possessions receives a high gold. 1437 from Columbia City Jazz, Grayson and Past Lives receives a high gold. 1438 from Prepatech Dance Team, Sophia and Beaton receives a gold. 1439 from Center Stage, Kaylee and Hunter receives a high gold. 1440 from Dance Spectrum, Alyssa with My First Love receives a high gold. 1440A from Stars, Natalie with I'll Never Go Away receives a high gold. 1441 from McCullough Academy, Lauren with Someday Never Comes receives a gold. 1442 from Columbia City Jazz, Emma with Threnody receives a judge's pick. 1443 from Central Florida Dance Center, Michaela Lay It Down receives a gold. Number 1444 was from Company C Dance Club. It was Chandler with Crying receiving a high gold. 1445 from Denise Wall, Dean with Savage receives a judge's pick. 1446 from Encore Performance Company, Eli with Everywhere receives a high gold.
All right, moving on to number 1447 from Stars Dance Studio, Nick Dancing to Discerning receives a judge's pick. 1448 from Creative Edge Dance Center, Jenna Dancing to Love Like This receives a high gold. 1449 from Dance Spectrum, Sabrina Dancing to My Young Years receives a high gold. 1450 from Step Up Dance Studio, Maria Jose Dancing to Soundmaker receives a high gold. 1451 from Studio J, Tyler Dancing to It's Over Now receives a gold. 1452 from Studio 61, Kiara Dancing to Unrequited receives a high gold. 1454 from Joanne Chapman, School of Dance at Brooke, Dancing to Both Sides Now receives a high gold. 1455 from North Shore Academy of Dance, Abigail Dancing to Waiting receives a high gold. 1456 from Company C Dance Club, Kate Dancing to Jealous receives a high gold. 1457 from Westchester Dance Academy, Sophie Dancing to Blue Eyes Blind receives a high gold. 1458 from Denise Wall, Dance Energy, Shannon Dancing to Mac the Knife receives a judge's pick. 1459 from Steps in Motion, Emma Dancing to J Sweet Malad receives a high gold. 1460 from Body Language, Maggie Dancing to My Revival receives a gold. 1461 from Westchester Dance Academy, Sarah Dancing to Pull Me Down receives a gold. 1462 from Joanne Chapman School of Dance, Nia Dancing to Station receives a high gold. 1463 from Rhythm Dance Center, Courtney Dancing to ILB receives a high gold. 1464 from Summit Dance Shop, Olivia dancing to Neglected Space receives a high gold. 1465 from Body Language, Molly dancing to Every Blessing receives a high gold. 1466 from Westchester Dance Academy, Annabelle dancing to Life and Death receives a high gold. 1467 representing Rhythm Dance Center, Spencer dancing to Drifting from Our Nature receives a high gold. 1468 from Joanne Chapman School of Dance, Sabrina dancing to Sound of Loneliness receives a high gold. 1469 representing Dancetown, Chase dancing to Are You There receives a high gold. 1470 from Center Stage Dance Studio, Isabella dancing to November receives a judge's pick. 1471 from Rhythm Dance Center, Alexis dancing to Moth's Wings receives a gold. 1472 from Dancetown, Easton dancing to The Singer receives a high gold. 1473 from Westchester Dance Academy, Jenna dancing to Amore receives a high gold. 1474 from Dance Studio, Anna Maria dancing to Lantern in the Dark receives a high gold. 1476 from Rhythm Dance Center, Brooklyn dancing to I Need You receives a gold. 1478 from Denise Wall, Dance Energy, Andrea dancing to The Blood That Thickens receives a high gold. 1479 from Becky's Dance Studio, Amira dancing to Wrap Me Up receives a high gold. 1480 from Rhythm Dance Center, Rachel dancing to All in My Head receives a high gold. 1481 from Joanne Chapman School of Dance, Bailey dancing to Sweat receives a high gold. 1482 from Dancetown, Emanuela dancing to Black and White receives a high gold. 1483 representing Columbia City Jazz, Emily dancing to You Should Know receives a high gold. And number 1484 from Becky's Dance Studio, Ridge dancing to Case of You receives a high gold.
Number 1485 from Prodigy Dance, Madison with Only the Winds receives a high gold. 1486 from Dancetown, Amanda with Seduces Me receives a high gold. 1487 from Rhythm Dance Center, Grace Ann with Sweet Disposition receives a high gold. Number 1488 from the Dance Center, JC with Tangled Within You receives a judge's pick. 1489 from Denise Wall, Alexi with The Unknown receives a high gold. 1490 from Studio J, Allison with Together receives a gold. 1492 from Stars Dance Studio, Sammy and Rise Up receives a high gold. 1493 from Body Language, Michaela with Cast a Light receives a judge's pick. 1494 from Dance Studio, Maria with Beautiful Night receives a gold. 1495 from Savage Dance Company, Bitter receives a high gold. 1496 from Rhythm Dance Center, Dance with Somebody receives a high gold. 1497 from Joanne Chapman School of Dance, Not About Love receives a high gold. 1498 from Center Stage Dance Studio, Sevens receives the judge's pick. 1499 from DanceWorks Costa Rica, Strife receives a high gold. 1500 from Body Language Dance Company, Choice receives a high gold. 1501 from Denise Wall, Dance Energy, Maria receives a judge's pick. 1502 from Savage Dance Company, Bootylicious receives a high gold. 1503 from Columbia City Jazz, Easy receives a high gold. 1505 from Dance Studio, Spheres receives a high gold. 1506 from Stars Dance Studio, Always receives a judge's pick. 1507 from Dance Makers of Atlanta, Danger, a judge's pick. 1508 from Body Language, The Space Between receives a judge's pick. 1509 from Columbia City Jazz, Clockwise receives a judge's pick. 1510 from Central Florida Dance Center, Turmoil receives a high gold. 1511 from Joanne Chapman, Promise is a high gold. 1512 from Dance Art Merida, Envy receives a gold. 1513 from Columbia City Jazz, Gemini receives a judge's pick. 1514 from Becky's Dance Studio, Don't Let Me Go receives a high gold. 1515 from Center Stage Dance Studio, White Lies receives a judge's pick. 1516 from North Shore Academy, Intro receives a high gold. 1517 from the Dance Center, Breath receives a judge's pick. 1518 from Company C, C'est la Mort receives a high gold. 1519 from Warehouse Dance Complex, Actions Speak Louder receives a high gold.